Happy Monday. What's crazy is, so y'all know I love Mondays, our church service yesterday was about how to love. Look at how to love a bad tan job. Our church service was about loving Mondays and like finding purpose and fulfillment in your job, even if it's a job that you don't like at the moment. And I just thought it was like such a good sermon for any age, especially like young high schoolers or college kids that are about to get smacked in the face with reality of sometimes we don't love our jobs. Sometimes we really don't love our boss, you know? It's something you kind of have to work through. Anyways, I just thought it was a really good sermon. And my mom went to church with us, my mom and dad, and she tapped me on my shoulder and she was like, "You love Mondays." And I was like, "I do love Mondays." And I think it's no coincidence. It's because I love my job. I love getting on here. I love doing this. I love thinking about what I'm going to do for the week. And I love engaging with you guys. So happy Monday. And it's the first day of school. Such a good Monday. Did shed a tear for little Burke every time. And Vaughn's like walking into the classroom like, go away, Mom. I said to Berkeley, I'm like, "Berkeley, what am I going to do without you? I'm going to be so sad." And she was like, "You can play with Vivian." And I was like, "She's really mean to me." And she was like, "It's going to be okay, Mom. I'll be home soon." That's why I always like shed a tear for Burke, because she's just so sweet and uplifting. And gosh, my tan hand. It's story time. Just really random story time that really no one needs, but you might find amusing. So in the first grade, I was in the hallway and I saw just a really beautiful teacher. Very vain, I understand, but I'm a first grader and I'm like, "That woman's stunning." And I asked my friend, I was like, "What teacher is that?" And she said, "That's Miss Lemon." So all summer long, I told my mom, "I want Miss Lemon. She looks amazing, very nice, right? I want Miss Lemon." We pray, Miss Lemon. We see the teacher list. Who'd I get? Miss Lemon. Show up at Meet the Teacher to meet Miss Lemon. Miss Lemon ain't Miss Lemon. Apparently, there was a Miss Lemon in second grade, but it wasn't the teacher that I saw in the hall. That kid really, jacked up the scenario for me because she got her name wrong. Miss Lemon ended up being an amazing teacher, super sweet. And I remember at the ripe age of 7, realizing that God had a really funny personality. I remember being like kind of bummed, but also like, that's kind of funny. Like even at the age 7, I will never forget that story. If you are like me and you have a step in your shower or some kind of bench and you don't like it junked up, like why are there goggles in the shower? Oh, that's what Mike uses to shave his back. Anyways, my shower shelves are on really good sale today. They're $19.99 and you get 2. These are the best shelves ever. You just stick them on. You stick this thing on. I've had them. I need to go look at my order and see when we stuck these on, and I'll let you know how long they've held up here. But they're so dang good. They're acrylic. You do these patches and then you slide the shelves on top. And then I just have like some separate hooks underneath. But I have a set. Mike has a set for his, and he just keeps everything up and off the floor of the shower. I love it. What do you think, Gary? Let's actually do a poll. I know this is going to be a really, really hard question for most of you. Maybe, quite possibly, the hardest question of your day. But if you could only shop one list, would it be kitchen stuff and gadgets or organizational items? You have to pick one. You have to. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I honestly don't think I've ever been this mad at her in her entire life. Did you do this? Who did it?
Berkeley.
No! Berkeley would not! Now I'm left in here folding pajamas. It was a really cute moment. She apologized, helped me hang, but I just thought that was too funny. I was like, "What were you doing?" And she was like, "I was looking for undies." Oh my God, are you serious?
Okay. Look. What's this one everyone?
Gary, hey Viv, let him go downstairs, babe. Gary, you're the best dog, Gary. You really are. You're a sweet puppy.
You're the best friend that I ever had. I've been with you such a
In the spirit of back to school, if you need cost-effective hair ties, these elastics, I bought this container. I just looked at my order on Amazon a year ago, and we're about done with them almost. They're really thick elastics, great quality for the price point. I think this entire tub is $6. And then you cannot get these elastics without getting an elastic ripper. The pack that I originally have talked about in the past is sold out, but I linked another 3-pack. And this little pointy part goes right underneath the elastic and it cuts it. And that way you can just pull it gently out of their hair and you don't have to rip any hair out or cause any tears as you're trying to take their hair down at night.
One teaspoon baking powder and a little salt and ground allspice. Then in a separate bowl, you probably guessed, you mix together, which includes 1 cup of flour blend.
Okay, the next question is a little more personal on one of our podcast episodes dealing with marriage, specifically communication, how to have healthy communication, what it's like when you're fighting, how to fight appropriately to where the wounds aren't left so huge and massive, right? We're going to be diving into that. And so I want to ask you guys, what is your biggest source of fighting? What's your biggest source of tension within your marriage? You don't have to go into detail, but if you just give a kind of topic, I think it'll be very surprising to see that there's a lot of the people and it's the same dang things over and over and over that we're fighting about. You will be hearing me say this again. We are not experts. We are not therapists, but what we're going to do is basically just talk about it and have an open dialogue and then tell stories of things that we've experienced of our 12 years of being together, 11 years of being married. And then maybe you'll hear something that you're like, oh, I've actually never tried that or thought about it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.